What's up, YouTube? How you guys doing today? That's good. So I wanted to talk to you guys today about a couple things. Starting to warm up, and a lot of people are going to be thinking about getting motorcycles. So what's a good beginner motorcycle? Alright, they got all kind of motorcycles out here. Anything from 150s all the way up to 1400s. So if you're thinking about getting into motorcycles and you've never ridden before, I suggest you stay away from the higher end 1300s, thousands, in some cases 600s. And if you're learning, you definitely want to get on something that's going to be a little bit more forgiving, such as a Ninja 250. Now, I don't want to sell you guys 250s because I didn't jump on a 250 starting out. I figured it would just be a waste of money, which in a lot of cases it is. People end up getting these Ninja 250s and they ride them for 2 or 3 months, and then next thing you know, they're ready to upgrade to something a little bit bigger, something more powerful. So you go to trade in your 250, and in some cases you can sell it right out and you'd be okay. Trading it in, sometimes you end up getting fucked and you're upside down. You got to bite the bullet just to get a bike that you're going to actually enjoy. So that's something you always have to take into consideration as well. How long do you plan on riding it, and how long you plan on riding it, and what you want to do with the bike. If you want something that you're just going to rip and run around town on, and you don't actually plan on putting it on the interstate or riding with bigger bikes, then a 250 might actually be pretty good for you. If you plan on getting out here and riding with other bikes, let me let you know now, you will be disappointed with your 250 when you get left in the pack and you're screaming in the back trying to catch up to everybody, and they're just moseying on along in 3rd or 4th gear, just shitting and getting away from you. So take that in consideration. If your friends ride, you definitely want to kind of stay along the lines of your friends. As bad as it is, like, you're not being a follower, but you don't want to get out here and your friends are all riding thousands and here you come with a 250, because I'm telling you now, they're not going to want to ride with you too often because you're going to end up slowing the pack down, and that's fun. That's no fun, rather. Yeah, that's no fun. Nobody wants to be the guy that slows down everybody. So, a lot of people say, hey, I've never ridden a motorcycle before. I'd love to ride motorcycles, but I don't want to shift gears. Well, they do have automatic motorcycles out here for you guys. So, they have a couple different ones. Honda actually makes a couple automatic motorcycles that I know of. I'll try to put some of those on the screen for you guys. Off the top of my head, Honda's about the only people I know that's doing it right now. I know in the past there has been some automatic motorcycles. I just don't think they were perceived too well by the motorcycle community. So, I mean, if you're intimidated by switching gears, or it's just one of those things you don't want to do, hey, there's other options out here for you. Into getting your endorsement, I suggest any new riders go ahead and take the MSF course. The price varies depending on location, but I can guarantee you that you will pick up some good knowledge at that MSF course. I had been riding for a couple months before I actually took the course, and when I did, I was like, oh, I'm not going to learn anything here. This is going to be a big joke. And I can tell you what, I actually learned a lot, because they actually put you on motorcycles. So, if you don't have any experience with your ass in the seat, I suggest you go ahead and take that course. Oh shit, there's a couple bikes back there. Let me see if I can turn around and see where these guys are going. Yeah, so you went ahead and taken the MSF course. Now you've got your endorsement and you're ready to go ahead and pick out a motorcycle. Now, if you're looking into a Japanese motorcycle, there's probably not going to be too many places where you can actually go test ride a bike and get a feeling for it. But if you are looking into a Harley Davidson, on the other hand, I know you can go to pretty much any Harley dealership and go ahead and test ride a bike there as long as you have your endorsements. They'll put you on one and let you take it for a spin. Like I said, a lot of people don't have that option when they're looking at Japanese bikes because I don't think there's too many dealerships that go ahead and assume responsibility and let you test ride motorcycles. But if you do find a dealership that will let you test ride, I suggest you go ahead and do that, because you can like a bike in theory and, you know, sit on it, take it around town, and all of a sudden, you don't like this motorcycle so much. It would suck to buy it to realize you don't really like it. Looking back on it, I went ahead and got a Suzuki Gixxer 600. If I could take it back today, I might have actually went with a cruiser. Just because when I get out and do some traveling, it's a little bit more comfortable to ride on a cruiser for 9 hours versus a crotch rocket. So, you know, you have to look at those type of things going into it versus after the fact. It's a lot easier to do things right the first time than it is to try to go back and redo it, because I guarantee if you get a bike and you decide 6 months down the line, a year down the line, you want to trade it in, you're gonna be upside down, and that fucking sucks.